Hi everyone, I know I am around 3 or 4 videos behind, but as some of you know, I had some surgery on the 5th of November, so I've been recovering from that and I've just been so tired. So I had my suprapubic catheter fitted, so I finally got rid of the indwelling, which was amazing and is still amazing. So I've just been resting up from that. So I just thought really this video, I might as well talk about my SPC surgery and just let you know kind of what it is and like how it went. So yeah, that's what I thought we'll go for. So yeah, I had it on the 5th of November. I'd had it under general. They did say that I got there and I'd starved myself and they were like, we're gonna do it while you're awake. Oh, no thank you. So yeah, I had it under general anaesthetic, and basically my catheter now comes out through just above my pubic bone. So they just puncture a hole into the skin where the pubic bone is, and it goes straight into the bladder, and then the catheter goes straight into there. So there was no way I was having that awake. Like, do they think I'm stupid? Like, no. So it was all fine, no complications during surgery. I was in there longer than I should have been, quite a bit longer. Not really sure why. I didn't really ask why. I was too tired after the anaesthetic and I was really sore. So yeah, there was no complications during surgery. It was day surgery, so once I'd come around from the anaesthetic, had something to eat, I went straight home. I say I went home, went to my parents. Good old mum and dad looked after me. So I was there for a couple of days, but I had really, really bad pain. Like, so where I used to have the urethral catheter, obviously that had come out. I've had that in for 7 months, and between every 4 to 8 weeks, I was having it changed. So obviously you was having a catheter pulled out, put back in. So when I come round, it was really sore. So I knew I had a cystoscopy at the same time. So when you have a cystoscopy anyway, like when you go to the toilet or wherever, it stings. Obviously I wasn't going to the toilet, but it was hurt. Like, it was just really, really sore, and I just couldn't work out why. And because there was no other reason, like I said, I put it down to having the urethral catheters in and out all the time. So I'm so sorry, I'm really hot. So yeah, for a couple of days I had that, and I was in quite a bit of discomfort, and like my medication wasn't working. I was having ice packs, I had a hot water bottle. I just couldn't get it right at all. And then I thought that I had an infection in my catheter site. So I called NHS 111, who a doctor said, can you come up and we'll have a look at it. So the pain was that bad in the urethral and vaginal area that I couldn't even sit down. I could barely walk, couldn't sit down. But I didn't go to the doctors about that. I thought this was normal. Like, it was 2-3 days after surgery. So I just thought, you know, this is from healing, just general healing, and it's gonna take time to feel better and for it to be normal. But when I got there, all my obs were off, and the nurse who I saw just wasn't comfortable with how I was. So she sent me straight through to A&E, who basically within like 15 minutes gave me my own bed, gave me morphine through IV, gave me a shot of antibiotics through IV, paracetamol IV, and just topped me up with everything to try and get rid of the pain. And my site wasn't infected, but obviously because of the pain I was in, that's what they were more worried about. So they put me up. They wanted me to go onto the surgical assessment ward, but they were just so busy. So I just went up onto like well, actually no, that's a lie. I stayed on the A&E for probably around 20 hours. I was just in a bay in A&E, in and out of sleep because of the oral morphine through the IV that I'd had. And eventually I was taken up and put on a ward. And it was just, I stayed in for 6 days, and they would just helped manage my pain basically, because nothing was helping it. And I just said, I'm not going home when I'm going to go home, be in pain, and then probably end up in the same situation and come back. It's just a waste of time. So I did stay in, and like I said, for 6 days. I had an anaesthetist come around to see me, who, because they had a whole pain management team off for a week. Like, how bizarre. Like, there was no one to come and speak to you about pain management or alternative pains, like medicines, to try and help out. So when an anaesthetist come and saw me, and she sorted out my pain meds, which eventually did actually calm everything down, so then I managed to come home. So yeah, I was in there for 6 days, just in pain, to be fair, and just slept a lot. Since then, I've just been home recovering, and I've just been so tired, like, to the point where it's not upsetting me to the point, like, as in, like, I want to cry, but it's getting to me, because I'm just like I can sleep all night. So last night I slept from half 11, I fell asleep, till about 7:30. And I forced myself to stay awake today because I've got so much that I need to catch up on, that I just thought I can't keep sleeping. But I could have fell back to sleep. And when I sleep, I don't have, when I have a nap, I don't just have a nap. Like, I stay asleep for like 4 or 5 hours when I've had a full, like, 7 hours night sleep. Like, it's just, and that's been going on since I've had the operation. I had really bad fatigue before, but this was even worse. And then I've had some problems with my chest. They think it might be asthma. So I've been on steroids, got an inhaler. The steroids have helped a bit, but I'm just out of breath. Like, you'll probably even notice when I'm talking, like, I'm taking really deep breaths and stuff. But it's just, I don't know what it is. There's something called POTS. And it's post-tachycardia. Like, I don't know the full thing of it, like what the POTS, but I know that the P stands for post, and the T stands for tachycardia, and the S stands for syndrome. So I think I might have that, because when you get one autoimmune disorder, you usually have quite a few that come with it. So obviously I've got my interstitial cystitis, I've got my fibromyalgia, I've been diagnosed with Fowler syndrome now, so I could have that POTS, and I'm pretty sure I've got chronic fatigue syndrome too, which is why I am so tired. So I have got an appointment in a couple of weeks to have blood tests done and see a doctor. So hopefully we can start to figure out what's going on, because it just seems to be like one thing after another. But the SPC surgery, it's so much better. I would go through that pain and those 2 weeks of hell of being in intense pain to never have that urethral catheter again. It's just so much better. I actually put a pair of jeans on the other day, which, like, it was just like crazy to be able to put a pair of jeans on, because I never could. It's been like a year and I actually managed to put a pair on. I've been wearing tights, which I could never wear before. So I've been able to wear a lot of dresses. Now it's getting cold, wear dresses with, obviously I could wear dresses before, and I'm not one to, like, shy away from having my catheter on show. Like, if someone sees it, that's their problem, like, and they don't like it, you know, don't look. But now that it's getting cold, I was struggling to figure out what to wear. But obviously now I've had this surgery, yeah, I'm wearing, like, jumper dresses and tights, and yeah, it's crazy. But it's just so much better. The site is now infected. It wasn't at the time, but it is now. So I've been on about, obviously I had the IV antibiotics, and I've been on 3 other antibiotics as well for the infection site. And then I've had an antibiotic cream as well. So I've had quite a lot of medicines lately. Actually, this is the thing that shocked me. I sat and counted how many tablets I physically take, and I take 30 tablets a day, and that doesn't include my morphine patch, and it doesn't include the cocodamol that I top up on during the day. Like, it's just crazy. Like, 30 tablets. I don't think probably most of your nan and granddads take 30 tablets. But I'm hoping to kind of start to get off them. But I just, you know, like 2 years ago, although I was in so much pain, I was probably taking like 5 tablets a day. And a year and a half later, like, I'm taking 30. But, you know, it's... I worry that it'll damage like my liver or another part of the body, but at the same time it's helping me, and I know that I need them. So yeah, so as I was saying, like my site is infected, so that's been sore, but it's starting to settle down now, and it is starting to heal up and starting to look, well, I was going to say it looks good, but it's literally a tube going into my tummy. But I just mean it looks a lot more healthier now, and it's getting there. So far, like, my backache's gone. Well, I wouldn't say completely. If I want to do anything, if I try and do housework, which I can't usually do, or I try to just sweep up something, my back heals. But before, I had constant backache, like 24/7, that just would not go. And now I've had that urethral catheter out, the pain's gone, and they always told me that my back pain was nothing to do with the catheter. Well, clearly it was. So that's one benefit. But yeah, it's just, I feel so much better now that I've had it done. Straight away after a couple of days, like, my mental health just was so much better, because I was at a really low point, and just feeling really just rubbish, because I just couldn't do anything. And I'm not saying I can do much now, because I really can't, but it's just the little things, like putting a pair of jeans on and putting a pair of tights on, that can really, as much as that sounds so ridiculous, like, how have those two things just changed my mental health completely. Like, and I know that I don't really go anywhere, so I'm putting a pair of jeans on just to walk around the house. But I'm going to put a pair of jeans on and walk around my house for an hour, because I can. So, and it's helping me. So, as ridiculous as that is. So, yeah. I've got a few other videos that I will be uploading, which I need to get recording and get all doing. Because a lot has happened the past couple of weeks. One thing I will say, though, is my Bladder Health UK calendar that me and Lisa sorted out together, another lady from Bladder Health UK, is out. It's £5, and I will put my email address on this video, so that if you want to order, just give me an email. I can give you my PayPal, and you can send me your address. So it's £5 for the calendar. It's 12 women. It was going to include men, but none of the men wanted to have any photos taken. So in the end, it literally just, I'm really sorry for doing that, but I'm just watching someone chuck some rubbish out. I'm sorry, I was just distracted. Yeah, so it's 12 women. If they've got catheters, they're on show, and there are just other ladies are just explaining what conditions they have, and you know, it's just an amazing thing. I just want to raise money for Bladder Health UK, and so does Lisa. We just want to raise money just to give back, because they have helped me so much, and at sometimes they've literally saved my life, and I just want to be able to give back to them. And I would be so eternally, like, grateful to you guys if, you know, you would purchase a calendar. I'm paying for postage and packaging, so literally you pay £5 for a calendar, and the calendar comes to you, and I pay for the postage. So the full £5 goes straight to Bladder Health UK. So we're trying to raise as much by obviously the new year, but we'll still be selling them after the new year. But, you know, Christmas presents, one for yourself, you know, spread the word. It's for a really good cause. It's not just for, like, it's not just because it's a calendar that somebody, like, this of someone famous. It's of 12 women who go through so much every single day. Some go through worse than I do, you know. There's different levels of what people go through in this calendar, and it's just so inspirational to see, to have these other women beside me and just being like, yes, just absolutely being absolutely amazing and kicking it. It's brilliant. So yeah, like I said, I'll put my email in this YouTube description down below, and then you can email me if you would like a calendar, and I can then send it out and post it, and you can pay through PayPal. Can do bank transfer too if you haven't got PayPal, but I'm just prefer to use PayPal, family and friends, just so that there's that, just a little receipt there really, just so we've got a good workout of how many we've actually sold and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. And you know, the SPC surgery went really well, and my cat is crying outside to come in. He is in the rain and he's crying. So like I said, I've got a few more videos, they will be uploaded. I'm going to try and catch up. Really sorry that I've been away, I've just been recovering, but hopefully now I can start to get back into it and start recording and giving you weekly videos again. It's just that things have just been so mental. I've got so much to catch up on over the next couple of days, it's unreal. But thank you for all your support. Thank you to everyone that's messaged me and said I hope everything's well, I hope you're well. I've also had people asking me when the YouTube's going to be back, and when the videos will be there. So thank you honestly to everyone, it's amazing to have your support. Don't forget that my Instagram, which is my Catheter and me, exactly the same as my YouTube name. I share so much on there daily, so yeah, go follow that. But I'm gonna go, and I hope everyone has a lovely day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So I will speak to you soon.